7 ended and the players walked in the locker room, the video DVDs and playbook for Cleveland was sitting on their chairs. They knew, and Doc Rivers knew, there was not a lot of time.
Team with the rest is better off, but of course the Celtics have been in rhythm, and at least in game one, they could have an edge. Working game one, Eddie F. Rush, Scott Foster, and Michael Smith. Game underway. Pierce guarded by James. Pierce going baseline with a fake. And Ilgauskas the rebound. The ball did not hit the rim. And here's LeBron James, strong to the hoop, and scores the first basket of this series. The team in the league, but near the bottom in shooting percentage, 28. James losing the ball, and a good play by Pierce, and a 2-on-1. Perkins will take it in. By.
One of the big concerns for Boston, keep Cleveland off the glass. It's a big team. It's a long team. They're the best in the league at offensive rebounds.
And James very nearly lost it. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Zerbiak firing a 3. And both teams trying to settle down here in game number 1. And here is Pierce cutting around, and a block by James. LeBron James with the defensive play.
What a tremendous play.
James on the other end. Garnett knocks the ball down.
LeBron James is beaten clearly. You see Pierce going in for the layup. He recovers, blocks the shot. They took turns getting in foul trouble.
Celtics are 0 for 7 from the field, and they've turned it over twice. Here's Garnett, and he scores the first Celtic basket with exactly 4 minutes gone by.
And look, we talk about Boston being the best defense in the NBA. Don't think that Cleveland's a bunch of slouches at the defensive end. They are very sound defensively.
And Wallace threw the ball away, and the Celtics coming back, only down by 3 after the long drought. Rondo works his way inside and gets the field goal.
And gets him involved.
And this is really a different Cavalier team than the one the Celtics saw during the regular year. West with a runner from the baseline, and Garnett getting the rebound. Down court is Rondo, and he taps it back to Perkins. And the Celtics have their first lead of the game.
Quick hitters, feed the post, move without the ball. Kevin Garnett will get you the ball back again. There's the long pitch and the unselfish play by Rondo to Perkins, running the floor hard.
Allen double teamed out at the point by Ilgauskas and Zerbiak. Rondo. And it'll drop for him. Rajon Rondo, second-year guard out of the University of Texas, has come into the game. So it's West and Gibson in the backcourt. Here is Rondo feeding inside, and Rondo getting the pass back for the basket.
Malak turned the corner and got to the rim.
And, of course, Gibson, one of the players that the Cavaliers are counting on to hit outside shots if the Celtics focus on James. Boston by 3. And the Cavaliers 17% shooting. And now the Celtics with Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo so far.
5 field goal attempts. He's made 4 out of 5, and he continually finds a way to get a good look at the front of the rim. He starts out with a quick 8 points. In the corner way too often.
And that was the first foul, Mike, on the Cavaliers. Double team. Here's Garnett. Easy one here. Try to overplay and deny. See Ray Allen trying to post up against Alani West. 6 on the shot clock. Posey going down low. Garnett against Wallace. Good matchup. Garnett wins that one. Garnett now, after missing their first 7. Talk about a turnaround on the offensive end. 7 on the shot clock for James. Ilgauskas trying to set the screen. And Posey doing a great job on him. And they're going to call traveling. James Posey.
Dribble up, so he had nowhere to go. He changed his pivot feet now. There he picks it up. He's looking, he's looking. He changes pivot feet, steps and shoots. That's why it was called a travel.
I'm sorry, Sasha Pavlovich has come in the game, and he is a dangerous outside shooter. Here is Joe Smith in the lane. Good play. So
Sasha Pavlovich was a starter last year for this Cavaliers team. In the final, the starting backcourt was Larry Hughes and Sasha Pavlovich.
And here's Garnett with under 2 minutes to go in the first, and banking it in. So Garnett 4 for 5 from the field. Rondo also 4 for 5, and the Celtics leading by 7. And James going in, and the foul. How do you stop Leon Poe as well as Tony Allen? Garnett getting another chance, and he'll go to the line. And to me when I'm open and I don't shoot. Here is Allen. Picked up by Varejao on the switch. Double team. Garnett one-on-one hits from the corner. What a first quarter.
The screen in the middle of the floor, or they just flatten out and let James go one-on-one.
Not a bad idea, let James go one-on-one.
He's a pretty good player.
And off the hands of Varejao. Should have gone that way. The Celtics get it back. 4 seconds to go. Rondo, Posey for 3. He's got it. And Cassell, along with Tony Allen, Sam Posey. Poe is in the game. And there's a shot made by Kevin Garnett. He's the only remaining starter in the game.
There's Kevin Garnett. Varejao trying to be physical, trying to get him off the block, but he takes one dribble and then that step back move. He's got to be high screens set for him. The idea is to get Sam shots quick because he's a shot maker.
And there he is, and he's a shot maker. 12-point lead again.
12 free throw attempts for Cleveland, just 2 for Boston.
And here is Pierce, and it throws it away to Gibson. Posey back defensively. Here's West on the return and gets the left-handed layup. Ray Allen, Brown, good pass to Poe. This is the layup. Celtics get everything right but score.
Both teams taking their chances at the basket, getting to the rim, but not converting.
Blocking foul as LeBron James going in and P.J. Brown. Again, we have 7 new players on the roster this year. Poe makes 1 out of 2. And an over and backcourt violation against LeBron James through the second period. Against Smith, the double team with Gibson. Find the open man. Cassell finds Ray Allen, and he's still scoreless in this game. And here's LeBron James. Cassell and Ray Allen back going up, and there is Cassell taking down James. Gonna call a flagrant.
What happens is Sam Cassell grabs this thing, become overly physical. They know they're 2 very good defensive teams. They're both physical at the defensive end. They try to stop it right away.
Joe Smith on the miss. Pierce getting the rebound. Pierce and Ray Allen have yet to score in this game. But not Garnett, the other member of the...
At that time, Smith jamming Garnett. He couldn't pass it.
And against Pierce, the pass from Wallace to Zerbiak, hitting a 2-point field goal. And the Cavaliers trailed by only 2, even though they are shooting.
0 points combined for the Celtics here in the first half.
Rondo hitting the shot. And Joe Smith. Here's Zerbiak, leaves it for Wallace. No offensive threat as he turns around. And Garnett quickly out to Rondo, to Pierce on the drive. And Pierce with his first basket of the game. Say that's not possible. Zerbiak going into James. And Pierce, who had picked up 2 early fouls, didn't hurt Boston. And James inside. James with the rebound and foul. You know, you're not going to keep LeBron James from scoring a bunch tonight. I don't three-pointer just as the first quarter came to an end. James double team. Zerbiak driving in with a purpose and the basket. Shadowed by Allen. Wallace with Big Baby on him, and Wallace puts it up and scores. So Ben Wallace now, so differential almost the same between shot clock and game clock, and James has to adjust his headband. Posey right in his face, literally. And here's Ilgauskas, who lays it in with 3.2 on the clock to bring the Cavaliers to within 2. And Rondo collides, but blocking foul is called.
And LeBron wondering if the contact came after the clock ran out. There's no question that it's a block right there. Rondo does a good job of racing it back and getting his, but those other 2 players are not. Garnett will find open teammates. You start double on him, someone's going to be open.
Rondo to Garnett. His lead was 12. And the Cavaliers at one time narrowed it to 2. Here's LeBron James. Comes up empty again. Allen saves it for Rondo, so LeBron now 1 for 7.
Look, let's face it, with Garnett scoring 16 points at halftime, they still only had 41 points, the Celtics.
And this time Pierce inside. So the 2.5 into this third quarter. And James still hasn't gone. And another turnover. 6 turnovers by LeBron James. And so he is not nearly playing up to level that we're used to seeing. And Rondo, Allen, And Ray Allen has it stripped away by Delonte West. 3-on-1 break, and West slams it through. Good recover. 4 on the shot clock. Rondo off balance. And finally coming down with it is Ben Wallace. Here's James. And they're going to call the block offensive foul against LeBron James. The Celtics. And James going up. Gets the offensive rebound. Ilgauskas has had the hot hand and continues so. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are up by 3. West over to James. Pierce on him. Winding down to 5 minutes to go in the third. Pass inside to Wallace. Out to Zerbiak. Hits it. Cavaliers trying to steal one, as Mike mentioned, but another turnover. LeBron James turning the ball over. And that's the 8th of the game. Pierce. Tough play by Pierce. Only 4 points tonight for Pierce.
Mismatch. They got him the ball immediately. He wasn't going to waste time. He put it on the floor and took it.
After the basket by Pierce, it is still a 51-48 game, and West with Varejao into the game. Zerbiak, Joe Smith, and LeBron James. Smith coming in for Wallace. Varejao for Ilgauskas. 3 on the shot clock. Garnett extending the defense. Zerbiak can't get a shot off. Great defensive sequence for Boston. And it was for Boston in round 1 against Atlanta. Here is Pierce trying to get something going. Scored a basket a few moments ago. 3 on the shot clock. Perkins against Varejao. Tough baseline basket. Cleveland by 1. James going up, blocking. No! One official called a block. Rush called a charge, and Scott Foster called a block. And they're going to go Rush's way. It'll be a charging foul.
Well, you see Pierce and takes it right in the chest from the baseline. Here's
Pierce getting past Pavlovich, leaving it for Posey for 3. His second 3 of the game. James Posey in over 7 minutes, Mike. 10 on the shot clock. Played under 2 minutes, and a good steal made, and back into the hands of Pierce. Pavlovich nearly made the steal, and Cassell hitting a 3. So where have the 3-point baskets been? Stay with us. We're getting them now.
And a 3-point shot is not the norm for Sam Cassell. He's more of a mid-range shooter rather than a behind-the-line shooter.
Ilgauskas against Davis, hitting Ilgauskas, who had 8 in the... And Pavlovich gets the ball loose. Basket counts in the foul. So
the other end.
Okay. Here's Cassell, not going to challenge Z. Garnett bumping with Joe Smith. Tough bank shot by Kevin Garnett, who has 22 to lead all scorers.
LeBron James has worked hard to come up with a couple second shot opportunities for his team by going to the offensive boards.
And here's Cassell for 3, and he's got it. Second 3 for Sam Cassell, and a timeout coming up for the Cavaliers.
Come and double him to take out of his hands. The ball gets stuck. That doesn't happen with LeBron James. He's the most unselfish guy you'll ever see, as Cassell comes in and hits another jump shot.
In the fourth, widening it to a 6-point lead. Nearly halfway through. Here's Zerbiak. For 3, he's got it. Wally Zerbiak with his second 3-point. He's got 2 out of the 3 by the Cavaliers, cutting the Boston lead in half. Cassell leaves it for Garnett. Allen chasing it with Zerbiak, who beats him to the ball. Tremendous hustle by Wally Zerbiak, the former Celtic. And one of the new faces on this Cavalier team as a result of that deal in February. And LeBron James, both of his baskets
for the charge, and finished it with his left hand.
And Garnett inside, reverse layup. So Wallace, Cavaliers 2 full timeouts. And a 3-point lead. LeBron James going up, loose ball. Wallace comes up with it. One of the better closers in the fourth quarter in the NBA is LeBron James. He has just 2 baskets waiting to explode, hasn't yet. Here's Zerbiak. Cassell, or Allen picks him up and off the rim. Another loose ball. West, who's really played a solid game tonight at point guard for the Cavs.
Just 2 for 9 from the floor, but he's done a lot of little things that make a difference in the outcome of a game.
And LeBron James playing with 4 fouls. Here's Ilgauskas, 8 on the shot clock. Here is West. This is the bank shot. Ilgauskas, Wallace, and LeBron James. Both teams still under 70 points, and we have 3 minutes remaining. And the turnover right in front of the Boston bench. Traveling called. And as James, who really sorely needs it, he's 2 for 14 from the field. Here's Gibson, 3-pointer, the second of the game, defending him. Ilgauskas sets the screen. Nearly a minute and a half remaining in the fourth. James nearly loses his footing. Goes behind. Ilgauskas with the field goal, a 2-pointer to give the Cavaliers the lead. That's all they have. Cleveland has a full timeout and a 20. Here's LeBron James against Pierce. Tough shot, scooped up. Ilgauskas fighting, and it's Ray Allen comes down with it, and a foul. James going strong. Tip up and in. Ilgauskas with the tip in. He has 22 points, ties the game up again. Nearly a half a minute left.
I have seen Cleveland play a number of times this year, and I can't tell you how many times Zydrunas has tipped shots in around the rim because LeBron brings all the big men to him.
14-second differential. Here's Garnett, not to be denied, getting the basket to give the Celtics the lead again, and the Cavaliers will call.
Track the ball and stop LeBron. It's Zydrunas who follows to the rim and gets a lot of follows. This is simply a one-on-one Garnett against Smith, which puts the Celtics out in front.
Guarded by Posey. LeBron James, remember they still have the foul to give. Ilgauskas setting a screen. James goes in, misses the layup. And Joe Smith.
Point play.
James fires, misses the 3. Celtics are going to win it.